that, I just had to completely scrub the recording and grab a different jet. So we're now flying the RW Designs A330-300, pretty similar aircraft, we just need to fire it up again. And APU comes on. All of this stuff can come on too whilst we're at it. Actually, I'll wait for the APU to start. We can start powering this up though, as long as we leave APU bleed off and just leave it all on basically. Definitely leave the galley power on for the cabin crew to be able to get the aircraft ready. And then it's click and there we go. Put it the wrong way, that's completely logical. Switching all of these on now. Alright, that's sorted. Apparently the second you kind of take that past its initial thing, it'll just drop down at that position. And in terms of the real thing, but I don't know anymore. Anyway, ADI are used to nav, fire test, not simulated, APU fire test, not simulated. I know you're not meant to do the fire test before you start the APU, but shh. Alright, there we go. So we can now just zoom in on this again, clear that massage. And we're going from CYVR to EGLL. We're Air Canada 2211. Our initial cruising altitude or cost index is going to be 85. 85.05. Flight level 370. There we go. Align the ARS system. That's got 9 minutes left to go. Let's quickly just call. Alright, we haven't even got a fuel truck on this one, so I'm going to have to do all the fuel manually, so to speak. Before you ask why I'm kind of in the middle of the ramp, because I can answer that now as well. How much fuel did I say I needed? 123,000 pounds. That's not right. Okay, payload. We'll do that now as well. Total payload was 64,707 pounds. Bump that up a bit. There we go. Okay, so I just fixed that now. We'll go back down to it. So this is a free scenery for Vancouver, by the way. The aircraft isn't obviously free, but the reason we're kind of in a dodgy position, we're actually parked up over there. No, we weren't. We're parked up over on that side. But the reason I've got it parked here now is because if you park up against the air bridge, you have to get pushed out, and I don't have a functioning pushback utility in yet, because I'm not that clever. We're going to be going from that runway there, which I'll work out. That would be 26 right. So we'll go into the cockpit command view again and just have a look at this. Flight plan. Departures from YVR. Runway 26 right. Okay, just do SID this thing. Alright, so it's probably going to crash this. Yeah, I've got no. I don't know how to do SIDs and stars in this just yet. Bear with me, guys, it's a learning curve. Oh, actually, they're on telly. Okay, so it's direct to the Hotel Echo NDB, which is 68 miles away. From there, it will be a Juliet 500 to. Well, actually, it's one waypoint on each airway, so I'm just going to put this in manually. It's Princeton, then NDB. So it's YDC, and after YDC I'm off to, as I said, NDB, which is YNY, I love navigating Canada. Peculiar names, all of them. And after Y and Y, I think it's Bojam. Bojam, it's White Court, which is YZU. I'm just clicking there and back. It's going to be probably the most boring part of the video. YZU. After YZU, it's Fort McMurray, which is YMM. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And after I click on YMM, it's... Please don't tell me this thing doesn't... Oh my god, this doesn't do airways. Can I cry? I have to input everything manually. In all fairness, we have got quite a bit left. Do rot then YSF. Scrolling back up to the top. I'm going to do them two at a time now because I think my memory's good enough for that. After that, it's Canig. I did one there because that's just a weird name. To Canig, it's 100C apparently. Let's see if it accepts that. It's 100C. I'm just going to check. It's 190, 80, 70. Yeah. 0, 9, 0. C. There we go. After that, it's 0, 0, 8, 0, C. 0, 7, 0, C. Then it's Canal. We've actually got a place bearing distance for your waypoints. But just get Canal in. That's actually over Greenland airspace. So technically speaking, it's Danish airspace. Canal. After Canal, we're going 6750N. These we're going to be doing one at a time. After that, it's 6640N. $6430N. Just checking how long we've got. You've got 3 minutes on the IIE. To be honest, there's no point us rushing this. Might as well just get it done. 6120N. If this thing accepted hours, it would be so much easier. Oops. There we go. Gum up, then Ginga. I'm just going to check the long lat on that one. Ginga is 56 degrees north, so it's the one that's slightly further away. Ginga. Belfast, then Duffy. I don't just talk to myself. So it's on the ground in Vancouver. Okay, so after Duffy, I'm going to go to Pepod. This thing doesn't do hours, I've got to put it in all manually. So boring. It's Macooks and Sosim. I'm pronouncing these the way they sound, so apologies if that. Pennell, Guntu, and Wallasey. That's over, well, it's about 10 miles east of Liverpool. So west even of Liverpool, basically on the sea. After Wallasey, we're going to Honolulu, and then it's arrival from there. So, Honolulu. So that's the flight planned. There we go. Next thing we can do, actually we can do Inish, then part 2. Okay, you can't actually do that in this aircraft, it's not in depth enough. You can look at wind though. Alright, this aircraft I think is the less in depth simulation. Yeah, it is. But perf. Okay, so I want to use flaps 1 for this departure. Flaps 1 plus F. Yeah, I'm just, if I double click, will that do it? Okay. So V1 will be 120. VL will be 135. V2 will be 150. So I'm going to do it. Transition altitude in Canada is 18,000. There we go, next phase. Climb will be in managed mode. To pre-select altitude of, let's just quickly get that initialized. 22,000, everything else is managed mode. Pointers can come off because we're not going to use them. Okay, they can't come off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay then, so I'm going to quickly just jump outside. We'll pretend everybody's got on board now. We're ready to go. For a long flight, we'll see GFAF is supposed to, the other one which we're going to fly, because that was going to be the, oh, excellent powers become available. No, no worries. Anyway, but we were meant to be what was the registration meant to be? It was meant to be yeah, MBLI. Seemingly. Of course, that's how I remember that. Okay, ignition. Start engine 2. Whilst to talk for a bit. Flaps. Okay, apparently I can't deploy flap anymore. Yeah, I can't deploy flap. The audio in game is muted because it's really hurting my head. Okay, come on, let's see how well you start up. Apparently you don't start up. We got bleed pressure. Yeah, that should be in auto mode or open. There we go. That's going to be that starts powering up now. Because there was no bleed pressure, for some reason it was a closed bleed duct. And we've got N3 rotation. Oil pressure is rising. We can actually can't unload automatic 3. That's definitely not how that works. Yeah, we should be landing about 8 o'clock in the morning at UK time. It's kind of a night flight, but not really night flight. Okay, there we go. It's that engine coming online. Looking for about idling power of about 18% N1. HT is coming back down. Fuel flow is good. And N3 is good. Okay, that's number 2 started. Starting number 1. Alright, parking brake's already released itself. Oh, nah, stuff you. I'm not waiting for you. Okay, so that's done. Cabin signs. Check. Cabin signs should be on. Spoilers armed. Alright, that's apparently armed in this aircraft. I don't even care anymore. Auto brakes to max. Takeoff config. Test. Okay, I can attempt to taxi off on one engine. We'll see how this goes. Also, I'll just do a quick QNH check. I'm not sure if this will show up for you guys. Okay, Okay, I'm just going to release. I can't get the metal, but we'll just. To be honest, that's about right for the altitude. Whoa, that's a bit fast. Okay, so we're just going to turn ourselves around. Okay, as part of our taxi checks, what we can do is we can just eke the nose to the right of it. AP bleed comes off, AP master comes off. Oops. I'm also in the process of doing all the visual improvements to my X-Plane. If any of you in the comment section have got any suggestions for what I can do extra to this, please don't hesitate to let me know. Heckhander fucker over there apparently. I've actually flown out of here before. But that was in FSX. There wasn't a fucker there. It's Fokker 27 by the looks of things. Okay. So we'll enter from the end. It'd be so awkward if that wasn't 2.6. That's 2.6 right, as I said, I think. That's when we initialised for, so I don't understand why this aircraft doesn't have any sets of stars. I'm going to have to work out how to do that in a bit. Probably just ask somebody on the X-Plane Pilot forum on Facebook. Quite a handy place to be if you. Okay, so runway entry procedure. TCAS to TARA. TARA and active. Oops. Crumbs. That was an error. Okay, guys. Nose was quite a long way behind me, so I should hopefully be able to make this turn. Actually, I probably am making it just about. I'm probably marginal on being on the tarmac. But hey, that was quite impressive. I was actually quite. I didn't think I was going to make that one. So I got a slight wind blowing the wrong way for this runway, but I don't really care. That's the UPS ramp. Okay, so I'm going to start the stop clock. That does work. Yes, it does. At least they've simulated that in this aircraft. Okay, and we're just going to nose it over this, and a bit of toe brake, and the nose right around onto centre line. Okay, and toga, because obviously we didn't have a take-up performance tool with this aircraft, so we're forced to use toga. Oh heck, this is a bit of a fast acceleration. Off the blocks, 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, landing gear up. And pitching to hold. And turning on course. I'm just in case you autopilot now. And we'll just pull up the throttle back to climb. Yeah, what are my throttle levers doing? There we go. The aircraft's now just going to accelerate to 250 knots. You can see it's quite a nice airport here at Vancouver. As I say, folks, just apologies I'm not flying the A330 today, but it wasn't really possible, so I'm just doing the next best thing. And the next best thing wasn't possible, so I'm doing the next best thing and the next best thing, if that makes sense. Anyway, folks, so once we pass that marker there, I'll go flaps up. Probably should put strobes on. Potentially landing lights as well. Might have forgotten that one prior to takeoff. That looks actually quite pretty in the morning. Yeah, the climb's quite good, even though it's quite close to maximum takeoff weight right now. Flaps spoilers. Disarmed. Seriously, you don't arm the speed brake on this thing by doing that. Anyway. So we're now flying flapless and slatless. I'm just getting out of the zone. We took off from there. That's how quickly this thing climbs. Bear in mind we spend most of the time accelerating to 250 knots. Apparently this is the Fraser River. White Rock, where well, what was staying I suppose is down that way. That's a decent climb right now. Okay, we'll pretend we've been cleared up to 37,000, which is our initial cruising altitude on this flight. I'm quite liking doing long haul on X-Plane actually, because it's a much nicer tool to do it with, and it's just so much smoother as well. I don't know if that's because I'm using largely default textures here, but I've not exactly on minimalistic settings right now, and I'm not exactly lagging as much as I am in FSX. It's 3 minutes 30 minutes of flying time. We're already up to 6,600. So I'll just chime that, let the cabin crew know they're now free to move around the cabin. Flight headwind to 4 knots, that's no big deal. Gross weight's 183,000 kilograms, 183 tons. Apologies for my rudeness then, yawning. I'm just early morning flying today. Anyway, we'll go up to transition altitude and then we'll cut the recording there and see you on approach to London. Now that doesn't do anything, like it did yesterday. Still no news, Captain. Stop annoying me now. If you didn't watch that video, I really do suggest you go back and watch it. I'm just going to put environmentals back. For some reason this has just been stuck to the cold. I don't know if that's what they actually do at the end of the day. But there we go. Cockpit's a little bit, actually we'll warm the cockpit up because I'm quite cold today. I don't care about you, you're not actually there. I'm so easily amused. Accelerating past 250 knots now. I'm probably actually going to cut the video right now. By the way, just let you know, you can just QNH, but I think I was about right on 299.2. You also need to switch it over to millibars when we arrive in the UK. Okay folks, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Well, which will be tonight when we land into London. See you then folks, bye bye.